is a spider. Hi there, friends. The spider is a tiny creature that lives almost everywhere in the world. A spider makes webs in houses, gardens, forests, and caves. This spider eats insects like flies and mosquitoes. Spiders can live 1 to 3 years. The spider is very patient, waiting quietly in its web to catch food. This is a seahorse. Hi, ocean friends. Today we meet the tiny seahorse, a sea animal shaped like a horse. The seahorse lives in shallow waters near coral reefs and seagrass in countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, and Australia. It loves eating tiny shrimp and plankton. A seahorse can live about 1 to 5 years. These creatures enjoy wrapping their tails around plants and floating gently. The seahorse is small, magical, and one of the cutest animals in the ocean. This is a horse. Hello, little adventurers. Let's meet the horse. A strong and graceful animal loved by people everywhere. The horse lives on farms, grasslands, and ranches in countries like the United States, Spain, and Mongolia. It eats grass, hay, and sometimes carrots as a treat. The horse can live about 25 to 30 years and enjoys running fast, carrying riders, and playing with friends. Isn't the horse an amazing and loyal friend of humans? This is a wildebeest. Hi, safari friends. Let's meet the wildebeest, a large animal with curved horns and a shaggy mane. The wildebeest lives in the grasslands of Africa, especially in countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa. It eats grass and leaves while moving in huge herds across the plains. The wildebeest can live about 20 years and is famous for its great migration each year. Isn't the wildebeest an amazing and strong traveler of the wild? This is a rooster. Hi, farm friends. Meet the rooster, a proud bird with bright feathers and a tall red comb. The rooster lives on farms all around the world, from Asia to Europe and America. It enjoys eating grains, seeds, and insects. A rooster can live about 5 to 8 years. These birds love walking around the yard, flapping their wings and leading the hens. The rooster is colorful, brave, and one of the most important animals on the farm. Is a seal. Hi, ocean buddies. Meet the playful seal, a marine animal that loves both land and sea. The seal lives in many countries with cold coasts, like Canada, Norway, and Russia. It enjoys eating fish, squid, and crabs. A seal can live about 25 to 30 years. These animals love swimming fast, sliding on ice, and resting together in groups. The seal is friendly, fun, and a wonderful creature of the ocean world. Snap, snap! Let's tiptoe to the river and say hello to the crocodile. Crocodiles live in rivers, lakes, and swamps in Africa, Asia, Australia, and the Americas. They eat fish, birds, and even small animals. A crocodile can live up to 70 years. That's super old! These reptiles love to sunbathe and swim quietly. Can you say crocodile? Great! The crocodile is strong, sneaky, and loves the water. Splash through the waves and meet the giant humpback whale. whales live in oceans near countries like Australia, Norway, and the United States. A humpback whale eats tiny shrimp called krill and small fish. It can live up to 50 years. These gentle giants love singing underwater and jumping out of the sea. Can you say humpback whale? Amazing! Humpback whales are huge, peaceful, and full of ocean magic. This is a eagle bird. Hi, Skywatchers! Meet the mighty eagle bird, a strong hunter with sharp eyes and big wings. The eagle bird lives in many countries across the world, from the mountains of America to the forests of Asia and Africa. It enjoys eating fish, rabbits, and other small animals. An eagle bird can live about 20 to 30 years. These birds love soaring high in the sky and building large nests. The eagle bird is powerful, brave, and a true king of the skies. This is a white goose. Hi, farm friends! Let's meet the white goose, a big bird with soft white feathers. The white goose lives in many countries around the world, like the USA, Canada, China, and Europe. It enjoys eating grass, seeds, grains, and sometimes small insects. A white goose can live about 15 to 20 years. These birds love swimming in ponds, flying in groups, and resting on green fields. The white goose is gentle, loyal, and very helpful to people. This is a mandrill. Hello, jungle friends. Meet the colorful mandrill, the monkey with a bright red and blue face. The mandrill lives in the rainforests of Africa, especially in countries like Gabon, Cameroon, and Congo. It enjoys eating fruits, seeds, insects, and sometimes small animals. A mandrill can live about 20 years in the wild and even longer in zoos. These monkeys love living in big groups, grooming each other and exploring the forest. The mandrill is smart, playful, and truly amazing. This is a shrimp! Hey, ocean buddies! Tiny but very important sea creature. The shrimp lives in oceans, rivers, and lakes all around the world, from China to the USA. This little animal eats algae, plankton, and tiny plants. A shrimp can live about 1 to 7 years and loves to stay in groups. Did you know the shrimp helps clean the ocean by eating leftovers? That makes the shrimp a super help. This is a axolotl. Hello, little explorers. Meet the cute axolotl, also called the walking fish, though it's really a salamander. The axolotl lives in lakes and canals in Mexico, especially Lake Xochimilco. It enjoys eating worms, insects, and small fish. An axolotl can live about 10 to 15 years. This is a bear! Hi, nature adventurers. Meet the strong bear, a big animal that lives in forests and mountains. The bear can be found in many countries, like Canada, Russia, and the USA. It enjoys eating fish, berries, honey, and sometimes small animals. A bear can live about 20 to 30 years. These animals... This is a stingray. Hi, ocean friends. Meet the graceful stingray, a flat sea animal with wide fins that look like wings. The stingray lives in warm oceans around the world, near countries like Australia, Mexico, and Thailand. It enjoys eating clams, shrimp, and small fish from the seafloor. A stingray can live about 15 to 25 years.